Okay, well, let me start it off with a little Carlu for a second. We wanted to get the theme music just right for this gorgeous building, so got that little print in a digital world. Okay, so we all know this Gutenberg press world meeting this internet world is this incredible collision of knowledge transfer. So we wanted to really showcase that for everybody, because I think people get lost sometimes in it's a digital world and we should just play in a digital world. And they don't understand full engagement and what that means and how tactile we are as human beings. So we kind of scoured the planet to find really amazing examples of how this all comes together for you. And I hope you sort of take this stuff away and allow it to sort of inspire you to mix, match, and marry things today. So last year when I did this, I actually came and did this as the Wizard of Oz, because it needed a futurist approach. I had to be like a futurist and really take a look at things and how things were changing out there, where we were going to be in the next 6 months, 10 months. I hate saying a year now because it's hard to determine that, but this year I had to reframe that. I actually had to come as the Mad Hatter. And because it is a mad world out there, and because we don't know where we're going or how we're going to get to that next stop, I said, let's go with a little journey to Wonderland. So, as you may notice, I'm wearing one blue shoe and one red shoe. My tribute to Wonderland and Alice in Wonderland and The Matrix came from that wonderful world of Neo and Lawrence Fishburne sort of giving him his advice. If you want to stare at my blue shoe today, you can feel all safe and comfortable and forget this world's ever happening out there and go back to your beds and wake up tomorrow morning oblivious to everything. If you want to stare at my red shoe, I'm going to take you down the rabbit hole. I'm going to show you a bit of Wonderland and hopefully amaze you into changing the way it is you approach the world today. So with that said, here's a little zeitgeist to get you in the mood.
I'm very symmetrical. I can shoot from, any angle, which is actually very rare.
Hey guys, Matt and Shaven.
Enchanté.
Enchanté. Such a journey to go from a mild-mannered accountant, crunching numbers, pushing the pens, being a yes man, to being my own man.
Sometimes just life feels slightly unreal and you think, is this me? Is this my life? Is this really happening? Yes, it is. Am I going to be in the IKEA catalogue? Yes, I am.
I'm really excited. I'm so excited. This is a big deal.
It's kind of hard to get my head around, actually. If you think about it, 220 million people are going to see this on a daily basis.
I can't see what you're seeing, but you can see my whole face, right?
Definitely.
It's a lot of pressure on me to be the best man shaven that I can be.
220 million people. Wow.
That is a lot of catalogues.
And my 5-year-old son, he's very inquisitive. He's like, Daddy, what are you doing? What's all the makeup and stuff? I'm like, listen, son, Dad's famous now. You know?
Reality shows, TV shows, whatever it is, drama, acting, more modelling.
I don't think there's any way I'm going to get away with not being recognised by everyone.
I'm gonna be famous.
Oh, thank you. Right, so we've got to go.
If there's anything I could be doing differently to make it more convincing that I'm a shaver, you let me know, yeah? I'm your vessel.
This is what we call the set. This is the props.
Yeah.
So this might not even be real food. You'd never really know.
Move a little bit to your left, please. To the left now.
Here?
Perfect.
I could be in the next IKEA catalogue and the next one after that and literally the face of IKEA.
Is someone going to do my
Can
makeup?
you just turn to your right, please?
Right.
A bit. Yeah. Perfect.
The new IKEA catalogue, full of famous furniture.
So you gotta love IKEA and their play. That one they did, a couple of years ago with Johnny Ive and knocking off the book. Book was amazing. But IKEA, 220 million catalogs, and those aren't going away right now. They've tried to go online. They realize that the limitless assortment online is amazing, but people crave the book. They actually go get it. It lives on their coffee table for the entire year, and they go back to it as a resource. So you got to remember sometimes utility and what utility is for people and what the benefit is that it brings them. Immersive experiences. You've heard it all today. You know, experience, experience, experience. What are you getting out of the things that you're doing? How do they connect with you as a human today? How do you bridge the gap with your clients and people today? How do you really get under their skin and make them loyal to your products and services and your brand? So there's amazing examples out there as we looked around. Toys R Us does a really cool thing where it's Find Jeffrey throughout their entire catalog with augmented reality. Lacoste has an incredible book that they've put out where it's the history of Lacoste. But the thing that's amazing is they've got these cool videos that go throughout the book that you can pull your smartphone up. Again, it's not just send them to the website, send them to real products and service. It's send them to something that's quality and really cool. But I have to play you this one from Record Bank out of Belgium, because it's, again, using your smartphone against any type of print collateral or digital collateral out there. So take a look at this one.
Car ads make us all dream. Look at that one. This one looks great. Well, imagine driving around in a car like that. Well, what if you could just point your phone at any car ad and immediately see the car loan for your dream car? Get This Car is a new app by Record Bank that lets you do exactly that. Point, scan, discover. It's that simple. Well, actually, it's rather complicated, but you can leave that part to us. All you have to do is download the Get This Car app. If you see an advertisement for a car you like, any advertisement, anytime, anywhere, just scan it. Print ads. TV commercials. Radio.
Toyota nodigt u uit om de
and of course, billboards. You can easily adjust the term of your loan, save your favourite cars or send them to a friend. Made a choice? Then book an appointment with your nearest Record Bank. Oh, and yes, don't forget to enjoy your new car. Car loans made simple. Download Get This Car on the App Store or Google Play. Record Bank, how simple can it be?
So really cool utility, right? Being able to actually take it and go out and hit different types of mediums and bring them back to your what it is you wanted to do, the purpose, the outcome that you were looking for, as opposed to just saying, I need a new shiny thing. So if you all watch Netflix and watch sort of the world of Frank Underwood and House of Cards, but they decided to go up against the US presidential elections and come out with their own campaign that they went full omni-channel. It's on billboards, it's in magazines, it's on every device that's going, and they went out with a nice little hashtag to boot. But it got tremendous recognition, again, because people are in the mindset, and it was a great way to sort of hit all the mediums that the current race is hitting. But Garage Magazine, I want to show you this one for a second, because this is pushing the publishing industry. This is marrying up technology and saying, you know what I want to do is use augmented reality. I want to use the medium to expand people's horizons, as opposed to saying, this is dead today, because it certainly isn't. So again, interesting. Got people involved with the magazine, drove an experience. I don't know if many of you have played with the world of Google Cardboard, but this is a very simple mechanism. Google now has come out with their little Dreamwear, which is a nice sort of fuzzy component that you can put on your head, and people are going to walk around with it because it's untethered. But Google Cardboard is sort of sweeping the industry for being able to show people experiences. So UNICEF, I want to go show people that are underprivileged and how they're helping towns and how UNICEF helps. Now you got a 3D, fully immersive experience. New York Times realized, wow, I can take people anywhere with this device. But I have to show you Star Wars for a second because, well, A, I'm a Star Wars geek. Second, this is a very amazing way to build sort of content for a device, with J.J. Abrams, by the way.
In the cluttered world of confusing partnerships, Verizon gave the fans what they were really craving: a chance to travel to a galaxy far, far away. All they needed was a Verizon phone and one of 200,000 limited edition Google Cardboards, featuring characters from Star Wars: The Force Awakens. The only way to get them was by visiting a Verizon store, driving tens of thousands of fans through the doors of local retailers. The fans were given total access to 9 virtual reality missions, directed by J.J. Abrams himself. The missions dropped every few days in the countdown to the big premiere. Star Wars fans always want more Star Wars, and by giving them what they wanted, Verizon had fans lining up around the block. In a matter of hours, the 200,000 collectible cardboards were gone. Simply put, it was a Star Wars partnership that actually made sense.
So drove footfall, drove recognition, got people into store, exactly what they wanted to do, provided an experience. You've seen it out there today, the lookbooks, the beauty catalogs, things that are coming out. People crave these. We actually have clients that hug these things when they get them because, again, they're saturated in a digital world sometimes. They want and crave things. We did a really cool piece with Joe Fresh with Fashion Magazine where it was a 7-page gatefold with all kinds of videos and behind the scenes, and it was totally immersive. Again, people went to it and spent time with it because it was unique. We did this great piece for Grey Goose and created a hub around content. And we thought we'd put this together to show you just some of the numbers behind it and how it worked.
A summer soiree is a get-together that's relaxed but refined, planned but not over-planned. It takes advantage of the beauty of summer nights. The tastes are fresh, the drinks refreshing, the company is engaging, the energy not too high but not too low. This past summer, Grey Goose Vodka needed to find a way to stand out as the vodka of choice among all the new super premium and craft vodkas entering the market. Grey Goose launched a new consumer program titled Summer Soiree. Host a summer soiree. Impress effortlessly with Grey Goose. The agency's task, with only a generic Grey Goose brand ad, communicate to the Canadian market how to elevate summer entertaining and impress without stress using Grey Goose. The Grey Goose target is known as a lover in life, leader in life who is always looking for opportunities to be a provider and leader looking for quality in everything that they do. With this consumer insight, Grey Goose and Toronto Life partnered to showcase local Toronto celebrities who embody the lover of live leader and life target. These aspirational experts touched on different parts of the summer entertaining experience: cocktails, food, decor, and ambience. The campaign lived in print and online, as the Grey Goose consumer consumes media in many ways. The online version was also an extension to the print, so readers were encouraged to go online to get video content. Over the 3-month campaign, Grey Goose generated 4.2 million impressions on Toronto Life. Sponsored content posts on Toronto Life on average received 9,000 page views over 3 months and 1 minute 30 seconds time spent. The Grey Goose sponsored content posts received 14,419 page views over 3 months and 1 minute 59 seconds time spent. Traditional completion rates for video on CPG products is 25 to 40% for 60-second commercials. The average completion rate for these 2-minute Grey Goose videos was 77%. Cheers to Summer Soiree.
it's time to celebrate greatness for 20 years. Excellence for 20 years. This is for Kobe Bryant, the man who's won everything. We're very proud to have this man calling our town his own town for the last 20 years. He is the greatest sports icon and also the perfect player to wear the purple and gold. Kobe is as tough as we need him to be. Not even injuries can stop him. 5 championships, 19 Laker records, 9 NBA records. He has scored 25 times over 50 points. He's the youngest player to reach 30,000 points. And we all remember the night he scored 81 points. So hear me now, Laker Nation. Let's give him the longest standing ovation that he's ever seen in his life.
I know you're saying to yourself, but Michael, where am I going to get a snake? This isn't, you know, we get like great 25 books. The amount of PR this got, the amount of traffic it drove to their properties, that was the goal of this. Again, it was building something that was tactile, it was special, it was interesting, and it drove people to something else. So you have to think of things that way sometimes. It's not just about, you know, let's just push it out there and do as many as we can and measure it. This is an interesting one from SAB Miller and promoting Abraxas. Simply, you took the light from your phone and put it in flashlight mode, and you could uncover incredible or interesting text that they had built into different pages just using a simple phosphorescent ink inside a magazine. Kind of love this one from Slovenia. It was a blank sheet, and because they do this incredible salt ritual every year, because they're known for their salt, they had a little bag of salt that was attached to it, and if you shook it on top of the paper, it would create this beautiful piece of art. This other one from Brazil is really amazing. It's a set of coffee filters with horror stories written on the inside, so that basically what they're saying is look, daytime is a good time to be scared. And when you put the coffee filter in the coffee maker and pour in the hot water, it dissolves into a perfect cup of coffee. So again, sample our product, try our product, but do it in an interesting way. The videos were a little too scary, so I didn't include those ones in here. More than ink on a page. The world's really changing out there in print and tactile, and it's becoming something, I'd say, fascinating right now. And as we explored that sort of breaking with tradition and looking at things that were out there and doing things in a different way and trying to get people engaged with print and then take them on a journey somewhere, we found just incredible examples of this all over the place. And I'll take you through this, but the next Rembrandt is amazing.
The next Rembrandt brings back to life one of the greatest masters. Only this time, data is the painter and technology the brush. Together with experts from various fields, over 160,000 fragments from all of Rembrandt's 346 paintings were analyzed, using 3D scans and digital files, upscaled by a deep learning algorithm. Facial recognition software was designed to understand Rembrandt's style and generate new facial features, which were assembled based on his use of geometric proportions. Finally, using a height map to mimic Rembrandt's brushstrokes, the painting was brought to life through an advanced 3D printer that printed 13 layers of paint-based ink. And so, 347 years after his death, a new Rembrandt painting made from zeros and ones emerged, unveiled and exhibited in Amsterdam. Experts, the press, and the general public were invited to join the conversation about where data and technology can take us. a conversation that went global.
Nieuwe schilderij van Rembrandt.
Just from a data standpoint.
Numérique, il a pris forme à Amsterdam.
Rembrandt makes a return.
A number of organizations took a seemingly impossible task.
148 billion pixels.
It looks precisely like a Rembrandt portrait.
The world was buzzing with all the leading news channels and blogs reporting about the fading boundaries between technology and humanity. Almost 100 million people joined the conversation about ING's innovation defying imagination. The next Rembrandt. What's next?
So we've all been reading the articles that by 2020, computers are going to be creating better music and better artwork than we've ever seen before. This is kind of reality and kind of scary at the same time when you can actually digitally scan that many Rembrandts and create a new one. But again, that's the world we're in. This is where technology is meeting the printed world today. And of course, QuickServe has to get in there, and they're doing a really amazing job. You know, McDonald's comes out in Sweden with their own version of Google's Cardboard, and it's a Happy Meal box that you basically take apart and turn into a virtual reality thing that has amazing games for kids in it. Pizza Hut went with the classic pizza in a movie, but they turned the movie box into an actual projector where you could take your smartphone, flip it into the back of the box, and it would project a movie out of it, and you could pick from 5 different movies. Again, really smart, really creative. KFC, not to not be playing in the game, came out with a way to charge your smartphone, so watch this. That is utility in a box. And yes, I'm going to show you more QuickServe because these guys are really dipping their toes into it today, and they're coming out with things that are of mention. They're notable, and they're exploring this world that we have that's, you know, touch, and it's tactile. And these inks that are conductive do incredible things out there. So I'm going to play this one for you, because this one, to me, is kind of that penultimate sort of taking technology and making it work and work with all kinds of technologies around it.
This is the world's first playable DJ pizza box.
Yeah. Live on mic, you know who's in charge. Who's in charge? Live on mic, you know who's in charge. Live on deck, you know who's in charge. Cause live on mic, you know who's in charge. Come again. Who's in charge? Live on mic, you know who's in charge. Live on deck, you know who's in charge.
You know the vibe, after party just started, even though it's after 3:30. There's no empty glasses walking past me. Champagne that's gone in a heartbeat. Walk 1P, your calls what they ask me. It's nothing but love that's flowing from my arteries. Don't but I smoke, no I can't speak. Too busy laughing at you and your hard G's. Like blood, come on bro, chill out a bit. Don't spoil the vibe and take your thrill out a bit. 4 more pulls, head top, spin out a bit. Girls taking advantage, can't get out of it. Hey, whoa. Need to slow down a bit before I say something mad like get out. Oh, change subject, let's take a pic. So love and respect when I head out the bits. Cause yo, every time man come around, got the gal damn showing me love, you don't know. No, every time man come around, got the gal damn showing me love, you don't know. No, showing me love, you don't know.
Sorry for shaking your molars there. But again, you know, taking something that's as simple as a pizza box, using conductive ink, tying that together with a chipset, and allowing it to work with multiple different technologies around it is innovative. North Face. This is so simple, yet it's elegant. This takes copper, iodine, and zinc inside a page, and as soon as you dip the page in water, it lights up. So you can actually bend it and fold it into a lamp, and it's just literally torn out of a magazine. Really simple, really cool. And here's a little more serious one, but Immunize BC had a problem with actually going out there and trying to put chickenpox on the map. And they did digital campaigns. They went out with all kinds of different pieces. They actually found a way to put an ink on paper that was light sensitive, so when you pulled out the piece, the chickenpox would appear. Again, really simple, but extremely effective and drove the results they wanted. This is an interesting one from Opal. I'm going to show you this one, but this is using reflective inks and giving you a surprise at the same time to really show how their LED lights work and how they actually prevent you from getting surprises. Again, I love the little, how you see it just as you take the picture and then you get that sort of response in the end. And that's just simply using an interesting ink to highlight something that works with a flash, again. This one is simple, and it's from a company out of the UK, Battersea Dogs and Cats Homes, and they wanted to help people take strays home and find pets for their families. And they did something that was, I'd say, unique in the market. So check this out.
We started with a simple leafleting campaign, so we could identify the people who love dogs. And with paper-thin RFID chips embedded in the leaflets, we made them discoverable. Hidden sensors alerted the digital screens when someone with a leaflet approached, triggering our dog to appear. Whichever direction they approached, a different video was triggered. Just like a real stray, our dog appeared wherever they went, trying to attract their attention. Then he followed them from one poster to another, all around the area. Once he'd made his presence felt, he told people what he wanted them to do. With multiple screens all over the area, our dog followed people no matter which route they took. Over a 2-week period, we directed thousands of people to the Battersea website and the Twitter feed where lots of lonely dogs were featured, bringing new leads to Britain's oldest dogs home.
again, you look at using paper and a simple RFID tag. Now, granted, you have to build that media buy around you, but that's just a strategy, right? And this thing did something for Battersea that they'd never been able to accomplish before by just trying to go out and promote and push their website. It just didn't work for them. So again, simple, but extremely effective. I love this one for Audi. Audi has this amazing virtual cockpit in their new Audi TT. But how do you show it? You know, and everybody gets the brochure in the car book, but how do you show something that really comes to life? So watch this one.
Audi launched the new TT, the first with a revolutionary virtual cockpit. Our task? Inspire customers with this futuristic feature. The catch? Do it using the conventional sales brochure. The Audi TT Brochure Hack, an augmented journey through the virtual cockpit. Simply place your phone on the brochure to begin.
Die View-Taste ermöglicht gezielte Kontrolle auch bei schneller Fahrt.
Touching the hotspots on the page let you navigate every aspect of the display. Using conductive print, we turn the page into a smart surface, enabling haptic feedback. An embedded Bluetooth chip delivers a seamless experience between the brochure and your phone. You can also configure the car and request a test drive. By turning an informative brochure into a storytelling platform, we bring customers one step closer to driving the new Audi TT.
I love that one. It's sort of brilliant, sort of that use of technology and how that marries up to a printed brochure. The last one I'm going to play for you today was kind of a really interesting blend for me because it was really sort of paper and digital and that new hybrid sort of coming together, and it kind of, like the start was that zeitgeist. I think this one has that feeling as well, so I'll just play it for you. It's an amazing way for Honda to show their journey. And with that, I'll leave you a little sound bite. So, because we practice what we preach, we have built an amazing book that you can all get. It's a limited edition. It's out on the tables outside. It gives you access to the link, which is www.stjoseph.com, which is a complete microsite, which you can see all the videos I showed you today, plus many more. There's probably another 70 examples in this book that show you how to mix, match, and marry print and digital and you know, get incredible results out of it. So I love you to explore that. And again, I love this intersection of the Gutenberg press meets the internet today, and I hope that you all sort of expand upon what I've shown you and go out there and make merry with it. So thank you.